This explainer shows you how to cook tofu that gets a beautifully crispy crust without deep frying, completely solving the problem of it sticking to your pan.
Let's look at exactly what you need. Grab 400 grams of firm or extra firm tofu, 1.5 tablespoons of neutral oil, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and some salt. For your tools, you'll want paper towels, a heavy skillet, and a flat-bottomed weight, like a heavy plate or a pot.
Quick warning before we jump in, absolutely do not use silken or soft tofu. It holds too much water and will literally fall apart in your pan. Also, whatever you do, do not skip pressing. Skipping this step leaves excess water trapped inside the block, which causes the tofu to steam instead of forming that crispy crust.
First up, drain your tofu and wrap it securely in paper towels. Place your flat weight directly on top and let it press for 20 to 30 minutes. This exact action forces out the internal water that prevents crisping. Next, cut that pressed tofu into cubes or slabs. Toss those pieces right into your cornstarch until they're lightly coated. This step is absolutely crucial because it builds the crispy outer layer. If you skip the cornstarch, you'll end up with a crust that's super thin and barely there.
Keep this in mind before the tofu even hits the heat. Do not move it early. If you try to shift those pieces around before the crust completely sets, the surface is going to tear and stick right to the metal.
Okay, it's time to cook. Heat 1.5 tablespoons of neutral oil in your heavy skillet and set your burner to medium-high. You want to watch the pan closely here. Wait until you see the oil physically shimmering. That shimmering is your exact visual cue confirming the pan is hot enough to begin.
Add your tofu to the skillet in exactly one layer, making sure to leave visible space between every single piece. Why? Because that spacing stops the pan's temperature from dropping, ensuring you get proper crisping rather than a soggy steam.
Now, wait 3 to 4 minutes. Do not touch the tofu during this time. I know it's tempting, but this untouched waiting period is exactly what allows that initial structural crust to form.
Look closely at the bottom edges. A golden crust will start to form. When it's truly ready, the tofu will actually release from the pan entirely on its own. Give it a gentle nudge. If it resists even a little bit, it needs more time.
Once that bottom completely releases, flip each piece. You're going to crisp the remaining sides for 2 to 3 minutes per side. When all the sides are beautifully crisped, pull them off the heat and immediately season with salt.
And there it is. The exterior surface is distinctly golden, while the center remains soft but not dry. So now that you've mastered this incredibly crispy technique, what signature dish are you going to elevate with it next?